adding in fair use for Trey Smith's video. I took a cut from his YouTube video where he pushes his series. Actually, I highly recommend his series, so Trey, I'm using it for fair use. I'm actually suggesting that these people buy your series because I really enjoyed it. So just claiming fair use, brother. Hey guys, it's Greg. I thought, even though I still got a lot left to do on the Kennedy video, that I need to get back to business. I talked to Matt today on the phone. Matt, Quantum of Conscious. Most of you know. If you happen to stumble on this video, then Matt is a good friend of mine. He has a channel, Quantum of Conscience, CONSCIENCE. Highly suggest you check him out. He and I were talking on the phone today. I called to check on him due to all the problems he's been having, and me, and we were talking about how things seem to blow up. But he and I were talking about something that kind of hit me. We were talking, and I mean, we just stumble on stuff. So we were talking about Chris Geo. He was telling me that now that he's going to go to Egypt and talk with the spirits of the pyramids or whatever. And we got into the discussion of who knows what these people see on ayahuasca or DMT. But I had remembered that I actually have this video, but I just took it off his YouTube. I'm going to insert it. I took it off Trey's. It's Trey Smith. Took it off his YouTube channel. So, Trey, fair use, and I'm promoting your product, brother. So please don't shut me down. Now, as far as his viewpoint is Christian. So, but you can look at it at any point, any way you want to. He doesn't, in this clip, he's not really promoting that, so he's just talking to somebody. There was one guy in that series when I bought the series and watched everything, and I loved it. Thought it was great. Trey Smith does really good work. There was one guy in that series that really, and he's in this clip. He's wearing the polka dot shirt and he's got an accent. I'm not sure where he's from, but said that he had taken the DMT, and this was his first time of noticing that anything weird, basically said that this creature manifests itself in the room. Now, I'm going to tell you what he says in the series that you don't see in this clip, because it's just him kind of bouncing back and forth. This is his kind of a infomercial for his series, but I suggest you buy it. The guy in the polka dot shirt was talking about he had taken DMT and he was laying on his sofa, and he turned over and noticed that this creature thing was standing there, had manifested itself there, but it was kind of squinching around and everything, and then it realized that he could see it. And that's when it came right up in his face and was spooking him out. And of course, that doesn't show up in this clip. I'm just telling you what's in the series and what all he said then. But it really freaked him out. And it was from DMT. So who knows what these people see? You know, maybe the pineal gland does open up doors to other dimensions. And, you know, I mean, I know there are other dimensions. Hell, look at time. That's a dimension. You know, I know that a lot of people think that time is a man-made thing. And in a way, yeah, it is. But you can't say that an orange sitting on a counter just decaying is a man-made thing. Sure, it's natural, but it takes time for it to do that. So time is relevant. You know, shit, hell now I sound like Einstein, who I don't like. I'm a Tesla man. Anyway, I just thought that, you know, my ranting and my bitching is over with, so it's back to business. And until I can get everything finished up, I'll try to continue to put out little stuff like this. So I'm going to insert that clip here shortly. I'm going to leave the link to Trey's, to the original video if you want to watch the whole thing. I think that one's like 36 minutes long, but I'm sure those of you that are clever enough, you can find the documentary somewhere. But Trey, I'm just trying to help you, brother. You know, the ones that are clever enough don't outnumber the ones that'll buy it. So, and I really liked it. I liked this whole Unveiled series. I thought it was great. He's talking about pharmakia, which in the Bible, sorcery is translated as pharmakia in the Greek, but pharmakia is where we get pharmacy from. So we're talking about drugs. And, you know, in the book of Enoch, it talks about the fallen angels, the 200 that came down from Mount Hermon, and they went on to teach man all of the things that they weren't supposed to know, including pharmakia, and which some translations say sorcery, but a lot of knowledge that these puppet masters know come from this other dimension, from these beings that, which me personally, having a Christian background, are the Nephilim, the fallen angels. And they hate you, and they hate me, because we were put above them in God's line of thinking. They were to serve us. And they don't know what it's like to be human. That's what they came down for anyway. They had lust for human women. So they decided to leave their first estate, as in Peter, 2 Peter, where they left their first estate, such as being an angel, to come here to become, and they made this pact and oath to, so they can experience what it's like. And evidently, being a human must be a lot better than being an angel, because that's exactly what they want to be. They want to possess as many people. They want a body. They want to possess people so that they can have their way and live their life. Anyway, not going to start preaching. I'm going to add the clip in here, so just watch it. See what you think. everybody here pretty much knows about Chris Geo and his DMT and ayahuasca shit and all that. So anyway, this is a little insight to what they could see, what they might see. Who knows? Hell, I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to take that. So, you pass me a doobie, I'm okay. That's as far as I want to go. So, hey, that's as far as I want to go. Because I don't want to see any creatures in my house that are supposedly here already. Don't want to see them. Don't even know about them. Alright, guys. Trey Smith, I'll leave a link. Highly suggest you get his stuff, man. It's good stuff. Even if you don't want to look at it from a Christian point of view, he's done a lot of research. Talked to a lot of people. So, it's good stuff. Alright, have a good one. And please be good to everyone else. Take care, guys. And back to business. No more bitching, no more ranting. So, I've got my beacon of light. I've got my lady. And can't ask for more than that. She's perfect. Alright, guys. Have a good one. Here's Trey.
That's what happens. You got your little meth pipe in your hands that you're smoking it out of. Take one hit, your whole room changes.
To tell you about the first time I had an encounter with a DMT entity or an alien.
Colors change. Colors become brighter. You get patterns everywhere. It looks futuristic, but you could tell you're still in your room.
Look, I'm not against the study of majesty of the human mind or the field of psychology entirely. But I quite frankly don't care what the therapist down the street says with his $200 an hour materialism manual on how to explain that it's all in your head. Everybody from even right now today, not just in the biblical text, but everything from shamanism to occultism and paganism in the pages of their texts, all the way back to the dawn of time, have known that the mind, the conscious construct, the real you, is the quickest gateway, doorway into a dangerous, deadly, and deceptive realm.
And then, a cube just gets dropped in front of me and it starts spinning. And this cube is covered in like samurai faces, like ancient history, like faces.
The first two times were pretty standard. Took the DMT down the hyperspace portal into the DMT realm.
It's like all machine, like and on these arms, these like little lever things, these are what are called the machine elves, as everyone talks about, I'm pretty sure.
But this time it happened different. Took about 70 milligrams of DMT. Lay down on the sofa, shut my eyes, but didn't go down the portal into the DMT realm.
Your physical material body, this earthen vessel, which you get to decide what you're going to fill it with, this machine, this biological spacesuit, is what you are operating in this construct of this material world, which you're running loose in. One of these. You are consciously controlling the entire machine. You are a spiritual being operating in a biological spacesuit. And these two eyes right here, you don't see with these eyes are majestic cameras. They are apparatus on the machine. They are collecting the data, just passing through the optic nerve guy in here, getting translated by the majesty, most amazing computer on earth, and then consciously getting translated into images in the mind.
I felt the physical effects of the DMT coming on, but I remained in the living room, and even though my eyes shut, I could see the living room.
In short, when you're opening the mind's eye up here. You were never seeing with your eyes to begin with. They were just collecting data in the material world. The information coming in was being seen by your consciousness. When you are taking in the pharmakia, the ancient witchcraft, to go into other realms.
Perfectly, exactly how it was. This humanoid alien creature, probably about 6 foot tall, and it was just standing in the middle of the room.
There was like 5 of them looking at me.
And it had a big elongated head.
And these are the skulls of the spirits, the so-called souls that are roaming the earth without bodies, haunting people. They're haunting the houses. This is what their skull looks like.
When your bedroom becomes the bedroom plus some other place, and then those 2 dimensions turn into 2 separate places, the other dimension you are looking at is real.
And it looks like they were trying to do this. They're trying to do like, ooh, we're scary, ooh. They're trying to like spook me.
It was like glitching. It's like moving around like this, and it sort of starts staring at me.
Scary version number 1 is the DMT, the ayahuasca, the pineal gland, the third eye begins to open, combined with the vision of the flesh, and the 2 worlds seem as one. Yet the thing standing in the room, the thing's now becoming visible with the eyes, were there in the house the entire time.
We've now got this 6 foot tall, grotesque alien living with us. I just thought, what happens if it doesn't go, it decides to stay?